Okay, our next video is on step number 2 where it says mix a spoonful of sand and salt in a test tube. So here's my sand and salt, and then we're going to mix it together. Sometimes it helps to kind of, there we go, kind of turn. All right. So then we want to identify what type of mixture is this, right? So we can see all of these things in there. I can see the different things in there. So I would want to identify this as a heterogeneous mixture because I can see all of the different things. All right, so there's number 2. And then number 3 on your lab says use the test tube and fill it half full of water. So here's my water. A little more than half full, but that's okay. And then we're going to stir it. All right. Okay, so then it's asking you, right, what you're seeing. So the sand really isn't going away. Okay, so you can answer the questions for number 3. What do you observe? Is it homogeneous or heterogeneous? I can see two different parts here, definitely heterogeneous. What type of mixture? Right, if it's settling out, I know I have a suspension. So now we're going to filter the mixture. I'm going to dump out my excess water, and then I'm going to use my filter and my filter paper, and I'm going to filter this and try to get all of my sand out as well. All right. Okay, so we're going to filter this. I'm going to move the camera so that you can see that filtering through. We're going to just let that go for a second. So we're filtering the mixture into the beaker. We've used not a paper towel, we've used a filter at this point and a funnel. And so we're going to talk about, and maybe just problem solve here, what's left in the filter right there. You guys can see it hopefully, right? What's left in the filter, and you can see it filtering out down there, and then what it's dropping, it's clear down there at the bottom. So it's looking at filtering out. So, predict for me, what do you think is left in the filter, and then what is left in the beaker? And what type of mixture is in the beaker? So, right, this is our beaker, if you need help remembering that one. And how do we know? And so you're going to maybe look back and see what did we have mixing together in part 1 and part 2, where we had our salt and sand, and then we added water to that. That's kind of what you're wanting to look at. So we're going to continue to just let this filter out a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next step. Right, and sometimes kind of giving it a little, ooh, it's pretty close. You can kind of see it's pretty close to being done. There's not a lot of liquid left in there. It's filtering actually relatively quickly, which is great. It is almost done. All right, I'm going to stop this and start a new video for our boiling.